Hi and welcome back to the Formula Chat YouTube channel. Today we're going to take a look at what I think is quite an underrated Formula One car, the Red Bull RB10 from 2014. It's got some lovely little technical details. I'm going to take a closer look at it. If you're enjoying the content, grab us a like, grab a subscribe down in the box below. And if you have any questions, please fire away. I'm glad that the RB10 video that we did a little while ago was so popular. So let's grab a look at the RB10, some of those lovely technical details. So this is it, the Red Bull RB10, driven in 2014 by Sebastian Vettel and Danny Rick. It was a car that was designed for the new regulations that started in Formula One, particularly around that hybrid engine, and it had a little bit of a difficult birth. At testing, the car didn't perform particularly well at the first couple of tests. The issue was with that Renault engine. It was brand new technology in 2014 with the hybrid engines, the little V6 engines. And it's fair to say the Renault engine straight out the box struggled a little bit, and there were very limited mileage done in the car. And for the second test, again, the car was slow, but primarily because the car had to run without the KERS unit working. And so it was basically carrying around the electrical power without getting any of the benefits of it. However, later on in the year, the car became much more successful. In the hands of Danny Rick, it won 3 Grand Prix, and Sebastian Vettel achieved a number of other podiums. So it was a successful car. It's an Adrian Newey car, so we know it's going to be of quality. And I said I'd focus on a couple of little details. And one of the things you notice, there was this bizarre nose design we had around this period of time. Some of you may remember there were some rather ungainly, horrible noses. But Red Bull, I think, probably made the best job of making theirs look good, in that they had the yellow paint and then moved down into the black. But in this black carbon area, what you notice at the front of the nose are these little slots here. Now, I was reading about this a little while ago. This is what they call the S duct. And if you look, the air came in here, and then there was a duct to help store the air, which actually comes out just here. At the top of the nose here. So we've got this lovely bit of ducting. These little details are absolutely fantastic. You've also got underneath, if I can get under the car here, you can see some great detailing and other ducting underneath the car. There's lots of different bits where we're pushing air in and around the car. And if you just see where I'm pointing there, these little ducts move the air, caused air stalling to help the car in different areas. Looking at the suspension wishbones, the detailing on here of the carbon is absolutely brilliant. And you've got all these different ducts. You've got the brake ducts and things. We're moving the air, and we're also bringing air in for the brakes at different points. It's absolutely stunning. We move over the top of the car here. You've got the pitot tubes at the top, really cleverly hidden in amongst the car and the design here. You can barely see them. You've got the neutral button and our medical lights. If the car had a significant problem, big impact, that would flash really brightly to just let the marshals know there'd been some kind of issue. As we take the camera inside the car, I love these steering wheels from this era. There's just so much going on. You've got the little dashboard at the top here, so you've got your gear change lights and your gear selection parts here, but you've also got all of these dials, and I love about this one, full display, it's still got the original steering wheel on it, all the buttons, all the dials, and you can actually see what everything does as well. We've got things like the radio button, you've got the drink button just here. All the bits are on there on the back of the steering wheel as well. You've got all your gear selection levers and your clutch. If I can get the camera right down there, you'll be able to see some of that in there. If we look inside the seat, we haven't got the shoulder belts. The car, they've been removed, but something people don't often see, we've got these little belts inside the car. Now, these actually wrap around the seat. If I can just find them just here, there's another one just tugged under. It's got a little cable tie on it, but those little belts are there for safety. So if there was a serious accident, the driver could be belted into the seat and then the whole seat could be lifted out if there was some kind of concern about back injury and safety in that sort of sense. Incredibly tight inside the cockpit. If I just drop the camera in there, you can see the pedal box area and how tight it is. It is lovely to get up close to this car. The other thing, but you don't really realise with these cars, you've got the, this is pre-Halo car, this one, 2014, but you've also got how soft, and if I just press this, you can just see it flex a little bit there, how soft some of these head restraint parts were. This whole compartment comes out, you can see the little clips just here, so to enable the driver to get in and out the car, this comes out, you've probably seen it on the telly, they drop out. They have two little prongs just at the back here. They fit in, they look great. This one's still got the full camera unit. Again, for display cars, it's quite rare for them to have all the gubbins in, but you can see this has got the full camera unit in it. You also got the dummy camera pods, which are mandated that fit at different points on the car. For, you know, they have to also carry the right weight as if there was a camera in there. Again, lots of Adrian Newey type spec here. You've got loads of little aero points just on the top and around the side here. Lots of activity going around the barge board and where to push the air. And if you just take a look inside, you've even got separate ducting taking the air in different points inside the side pod here. So you've got the main air intake where my hand is here, and then you've got this other little ducting just here. The little details for tech and movement of air are absolutely wonderful. If we go down to the Coke bottle section of the car, finished really well. You've got all of the suspension wishbones and everything that you can see here. And if I just drop around the back of the car now, around to the crash box and the monkey seat, you've got a wonderful, wonderful view of all the tech gubbins that are going on here. We've got the exhaust that sits at the back there. Of course, these cars were criticised for the noise and the fact the noise, because we were in that period of having, you know, intensely loud F1 cars prior to this, and then we moved to the hybrid engine, and all of a sudden the cars became a lot quieter. But it is absolutely lovely. I love, if you look at again the detailing on here, the different types of carbon that are used. So the rear wing end plate here, you've got quite tight weave carbon, and then you've got open weave carbon at different stress points on the wing here, and all the different louvers and bits that are in here directing the air into different channels. There's so much detail, even on just one panel like a rear wing end plate. You've also got the leading edge just here, which looks absolutely brilliant. It is amazing to get up close to this. The other thing you notice with this car, you kind of think it's blue, but actually when I get the camera up close, you can actually see it's this gorgeous metallic purple paint. Now, one of the, and I know why they do it nowadays, all of the cars are a matte color, and that's done mainly for you know, TV and print media and things. But I just, these kind of metallic colors, when you get right up close to these cars, they look absolutely stunning. You can see all the fleck. I hope the camera can pick some of that up, the kind of fleck shine in the paint, but that purple color just really pings. And I remember seeing this racing, and I remember being in the pit lane and seeing it, and it wasn't until you get up really close that you realize there's that lovely purple sheen to it. It really is a lovely car, and I must say it's one of those moments that, you know, you realize how lucky you are to work with these cars and be around them. But the detailing is marvelous. This one at the front, again, you can see lovely little detailing, the kind of double step front wing. If I just step back here, you've got a double step on the front wing. You've then also got all of the different adjusters, and there's lots of talk at the moment, particularly teams like Mercedes playing with these kind of things on the current Formula One front wings for 2024. You've got the little adjuster for the front wing just hidden away up there. The thought and detailing and going on to this is just absolutely lovely. And, you know, it is another one of these cars that has the genius of Adrian Newey all over it. It's absolutely lovely, the Red Bull Renault RB10. So I hope you've enjoyed this content. I hope you've enjoyed having a good look around this car. If you've got any questions, please drop them in the box below. If you've enjoyed the content, grab us a like, grab a subscribe. It's lovely to get up close to these vehicles. We're going to do a couple more in the not too distant future. And yeah, really hope you enjoy it. So catch up with you soon.